It's Saturday, May 19th, and I'm coma head. Woke up like this. Woke up feeling very woozy. That's a really good feeling when you wake up feeling like the room is gonna spin on you or you're gonna pass out, and you're waking up and you feel like you're gonna pass out. It's extreme. It was bad yesterday morning, but this is 100 times even worse today. It's raining. The barometric pressure went up. It could be none of the things. I don't know. All I know is that I'm having a hard time even keeping my eyes open and focusing. I feel like my head is so woozy is the best word I can describe. My sleep the last couple of nights, last night and the night before, were a joke. I won't even go into detail, but just a joke. A normal person would say, what are you doing? What is that called? And I'd say, oh, it's laying down and pretending. That's what it's called, laying down and pretending. Sorry that I'm sorry. I did get out and walk yesterday, but that ain't gonna happen today. My head's way too bad for me to walk or do anything. And I'm supposed to watch my youngest, the 18-month-old, later this afternoon for 4 hours. That ought to be interesting if my head doesn't lighten up a little bit. So I'll check in with you guys later. Yeah, I'm back. Will be. This vlog today is gonna be, there's one of my shirts. See the little ticks? This is the shirt that my daughter wasn't really thrilled with because of the printing. Anyway, I don't know if I stumbled upon it or if it was God showing me something. I don't know. But I came upon a woman's vlog, because you know they recommend vlogs for you on the side of your feed at YouTube, who is in benzo withdrawal. She's my age, I would assume. Pretty dramatic. I've only watched 3 of her vlogs so far, and it was from a year ago. Very dramatic. I've seen vlogs like that before, but this one was this is pretty severe, and I intend on trying to watch some more of them, but I had to stop because it was so upsetting. She had to reinstate. She had gone into a detox, 7-day detox, and she almost lost her mind. Totally almost lost her mind. So her family decided she had to reinstate or she would lose her mind. So that's where I'm at, 3 vlogs in. But she's crying and shaking and sobbing and stuttering, and I've yet to ask her what all her symptoms are, but God, it looked familiar. It looked real familiar. And because I'm on a benzo, forgive me, I'm obsessed now with the hair loss. I really am. It's an obsession now that I've lost so much hair. I wish I could show you the picture. I cleaned out the vacuum after vacuum yesterday, and it was a handful. It was literally this much hair. No lie. My husband freaked. Anyway, I'm doing really bad, extremely bad. I can barely walk up and down the stairs. I'm at that point of holding onto the walls. Today is one of the days that I can't even, standing at the sink to brush my teeth, I had to lean into my bathroom sink. Bad, extremely bad. Benzo withdrawal. I was told it was benzo withdrawal for all those years. And then, well, now maybe it's Lyme. Being told it was Lyme disease and Babesia and Bartonella, Mycoplasma pneumoniae, EBV, fibromyalgia. I can't get off this Klonopin. I can't make myself sicker. I'm so sick now. I would become wheelchair bound. I would become bed bound if I tried to get off this Klonopin. I know I would. Because I've tried to get off of it. I've tried. Some people say just concentrate on fighting the Lyme. Other people say concentrate and get off the benzo and then decide if you still have Lyme. I'm at a standstill today because my head is so severe. I've already cried, carried on, and she describes exactly what I do, walking around the house screaming and crying to God. That's exactly what I do. Walk around screaming at God. Please take me home. Can't imagine the rest of today. Really can't. Can't even imagine how I'm going to get through the next minute. But hopefully I'll see you in a couple more minutes, because right now I don't see how I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so bad, and nothing you can do. You sit here and just be tortured in your head. This head symptom is so, I said it yesterday. I didn't vlog it, but it's like waterboarding all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Torture. Pure torture. Always do that as soon as I turn on the camera. Just watching your vlog, Michelle, and boy, can I relate. I mean, your rage was really towards, the healthcare system in your state, but I get that rage all the time just because this is our life and nothing seems to go right for us. And so I have to admit there was a couple times I even giggled, and forgive me, I didn't mean to laugh. I wasn't laughing at you. I was giggling with what you were saying because I get it. I'm fortunate that when I applied for disability, mind you, I'm much older than you, they denied me. And my husband had just changed jobs, so we had no insurance. None. And I got a lawyer who, did, I only charge you until we win. And then she took like 20%. if I won the disability case. Could not use Lyme as one of my disorders at all. No judge would have looked at Lyme. It was fibromyalgia, IBS, and I had, you have to have doctor's documentation, severe IBS due to H. pylori and SIBO. Fibromyalgia, again, severe, and GAD, general anxiety disorder. They denied me a second time. Excuse me, I just ate hummus. It was a 2-year process. I finally was in 2015. Yeah, it was 2 years. And the lawyer just said, we just keep reapplying. We'll get it. You'll get it. We have to just tear them down. Because they're going to try every way to deny you. They don't want to give up. And this is in New York State. I'm sure it's like this in other states too. But New York State, she just said, no, they don't want to give anyone disability. You pay into it all your life. You pay in, taxes with all this stuff. And then when you try to collect anything, they're like, make you have to chop your head off. Third time was a charm. But let me tell you, the 2 times that I had to be seen in front of a judge, it was excruciatingly hard emotionally because they treated me as if I was just out to get money. I mean, the first time I cried the entire time I was in front of that judge as I was being questioned. I cried. I could not get it together because I wanted to go back to work. I wanted to be a nurse. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be sick. And they were asking me questions like, well, how long can you stand? How long can you sit before you have to move again? How long can you do this? I'm like, I can't do freaking anything. If I make it to the mailbox, it's been a good day. I'm like, don't do this to me. I don't want. Well, we'd like to hear a typical day for you. And I go, seriously? You seriously want me to tell you what my day is like? And mind you, I wasn't as sick as I am now how am I saying this? I wasn't as sick back then as I am now. Boy, that took me 3 tries. I'm sicker now. So then to describe my day was to hear myself say what my day was like, oh my God, what has happened to me? I said, well, I get up. I go downstairs after I can get myself out of bed. I have some devotional time. Do you know what devotional time is? It's prayer, and I listen to a Bible teaching. Then I sit. I'm going to try to get through this without flipping out and crying. And then I'll get a little something to eat. But I really don't. Back then, I had the IBS. My stomach was still really messed up, so eating was really difficult. And I go, if I can eat. Then I sit. Then I sit in front of my laptop. And then I sit. And then I stand up and I sit again. That's my day. I can't work. I can't babysit my grandchildren. I don't cook for my husband anymore. I don't cook. I'm so dizzy and spaced out and anxious and pain in my body. And, well, you know what? As a matter of fact, when I was going through this, Lyme was still, I don't think I have Lyme. So I didn't even talk about the Lyme. We were still really concentrating on fibromyalgia, my body pain. I felt like somebody was beating me with a bat every day. I felt my whole body just felt like, and I still have that, but I think I've gotten used to it. Honest to God, I realized as I was trying to get out of bed to watching TV yesterday evening, I'm like, oh, 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 oh. I'm like, my body still hurts pretty bad. I mean, not like some of you guys, but it hurts pretty bad. But it's just been like this for so long. I think it's normal. But then I had to. That was my second hearing. They denied me even after that. Then there was a third hearing, and I can't remember the technical term they had for this person, but he was on speakerphone. He wasn't in the room in front of the judge and my lawyer and I. But he was basically somebody who can find a job for anyone. So he's there saying, yes, we found 3 different employment occupations that Mrs. Dijon could do. And my lawyer's like, really? Let's hear it. And he said, well, the first one is a router. And she's going, a router. Would you care to explain what a router is? Somebody who just checks routing numbers on boxes of things. And where would this job take place? Different places. Yet no. Next. Are you ready for this? A copy machine operator. Well, she laughed. My lawyer just started laughing. She said, excuse me? Maybe if you were back in 1965, that you had to run off the, I can't even think. She goes, in what office do they employ somebody to just make copies of things? Because I work in a law office and we walk in and make our own copies in the copy machine. Well, I don't know, but I mean, the guy sounded like an idiot over the phone. I can't tell you what job number 3 was because by then the judge knew that this was ridiculous. That I'm unemployable. But what really did it was at that point I was turning 55. And they call that being aged out. In other words, you turn 55 and apparently you're not able to be trained for a new job as easily as if you were 30 or even 40. I don't care what the reason was. I was finally, and the nice thing was, it was retroactive from the last day of my employment. So I got a big chunk of money, and then I get my disability every month put right into my checking. Because I'm disabled, I get Medicare. When you're totally disabled, you get Medicare. It's not my age. It's because you don't get Medicare until you're 65. It's because I'm totally disabled. That's where I'm at. So I guess I should praise God for all that. But they put me through heck. I had never applied for any of these things before. I was like, I've worked my whole life. I've always worked. And even when I didn't work and being a stay-at-home mom or I volunteered, I was teaching at my kids' private Christian school as a volunteer position. I didn't collect a paycheck from them. My husband always, took care of us. Man, my head is bad today. I haven't moved off this couch. That's so unlike me. I keep thinking, is it the weather? It's got to be the weather because I don't know what else is making my head so. I've been bad for a while now, but today it's been, like I said, I almost want to pull out the cane. I haven't pulled out the cane since December, and I almost want to pull out the cane. I feel like I'm that unsteady on my feet. And in a couple more hours, I'm going to have an 18-month-old here to chase after. So, Michelle, this is a shout out to you. I get it. when you said you just want to go off a cliff. My husband knows, and my closest friends know. My friend Julie, my friend Sharon. Know that I am absolutely suicidal. But I cannot and will not do anything. Because I'm not guaranteed heaven, and as far as I'm concerned. I'm not pushing my belief on anyone else. I'm just saying that I don't believe that I would go to heaven if I committed suicide, as a nursing term, being oriented times 3. Oriented times 3 means person, place, and time. And if I am oriented times 3 means I am of sound mind enough to know right from wrong. And that's what keeps me from doing anything, because I don't want to do this. I have no desire to fight and hang in there and keep going and do this another 5 years. I look and say, where am I going? What's going to become of me? What's going to become of my husband? Our marriage, this is very personal. Thank God he loves me the way he does, because any other man would have walked out the door by now. So I'm not hanging out for this. But he's devoted to me. And if he did try doing that, my kids would have nothing to do with him. He'd lose his whole family. He wouldn't just lose me. Swimmy, bouncy, swishy, foggy, cloggy brain. Intense. And again, if anyone was to try to, figure out exactly how many minutes I got to sleep last night, I wouldn't be able to tell you how much I slept, because I was awake constantly. Again, that's 2 nights in a row that it was just, I was awake constantly. I doze and then back up, doze, back up, doze, back up. I mean, it felt like I was awake more than that. So I'm exhausted. And excuse me, I'm sorry, but I get it. So it's bad when I don't even walk on the treadmill. It's raining and cold. I literally just turned the space heater on in the room I'm in, my sunroom, my 4-season room. It's that cold. I think it's like 50, and the real feel is 47. That's how cold it is. Goes from beautiful to this. But even so, I would have gone on the treadmill. I'm bad when I don't even go on the treadmill, that I just literally am sitting on this couch staring at the wall and trying to watch some of your vlogs. I think I mentioned in my first part of this that I found this woman who's going through benzo withdrawal. I'm not going to watch her videos anymore. It's too much. It was terrifying watching her videos. I don't need to be terrified any more than I already am. think I got another week left of the LDN at this amount, and then what do? Do I go up to 2 milligrams? I don't know what to do with LDN. But it's not a cure. It's just supposed to be a helper. And it doesn't seem like it's been helping anymore. So, all right, I'll check in with you guys later. Again, maybe it won't be until Mr. Wesley Samuel shows up. Bulldozer / destroyer of all that is breakable. But he is cute. You'll see. Okay, so Mr. Wesley has arrived. This is the baby of the family. Wesley, can you say hi to the camera? His vocabulary consists of about 4 words, I think. 4th child. His siblings do all the talking. But this baby looks just like his mama. Do you look like mama? Do you look like mama? Do you look like mommy? Do you look like your mommy? Answer the question, yes or no. Do you look like mommy? Yes. Okay, so Gammy's... Uh-oh. Gammy is going to be sitting on a pillow on the floor, trying to stay the least amount dizzy. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm doing my best. Okay, check in with you later. Okay, day is done. I got through. Yep, look at that. Look at that. My hair's so thin now. Look at this. Look at this. Just thought I'd let y'all see how I'm going bald. I got through. He was good, thank God. But my back is going to be killing me because I had to pick him up and carry him quite a bit, and I'm not used to that. So my daughter just said to me, they picked him up 8 o'clock. Dropped him off at 3:30. So we start babysitting him now. Put him in the rotation. I was like, I guess so. I guess so. Because she wants him to know me. She wants him to start bonding with me like the other ones do. I'm going to sign off. I'm in bed already. As soon as she took him out of my arms, I came upstairs, got out of my clothes, got into my sleeping shorts and t-shirt, and I'm ready for bed. I'm trying to diet, which means my diet just consists of not eating crap at night. I think I said that. I am addicted to cheese, and I love cheese and chips at night. Not because I'm hungry, because it just comforts me. So the last 3 nights now, I have not had my chips and cheese at night. I've had nothing, which is really hard. I took him out for a little walk. His stroller was packed in our crawl space down in the basement, so I couldn't get the stroller out. So he held my hand and we walked down to the end of my street and back. Played a little bit in the front yard. Can't be in the backyard with the pool. Play-Doh. He loves bubbles. Just, I stay busy with him the whole time. 4.5 hours. Getting dinner. And I'm exhausted, so. Now you've seen all my grandkids. I don't even want to see tomorrow. Isn't that sad? Oh, and my stepmother, Yuta, stopped over around 6. She hung around till about 7. She hung out with me for an hour and we were talking, and she noticed how thin my hair is. She said, yeah. I said, look at it. And she goes, yeah. Yeah. And I said, you know what's sad? Is that it's everywhere. I kept finding it all over my grandson, in my food. I mean, that's how heavily it's falling out. It's falling out into everything. Nowhere do I sit, stand, do anything is hair not. I can be standing over the sink, brushing my teeth, and hair is falling into the sink. And I'm just standing there. It's just literally falling out of my head, as you can see. Look. Look. Look how wide that part is now. Look at it. I am getting bald patches. It's a bald patch. I wasn't before. But I'm getting bald patches. Look at that. Bald patch. What do I do? What in God's name do I do about this? I don't know what to do. Never thought I'd be one to wear a wig. But that will be the next thing, is I'm going to have to start looking for a wig. Because I don't know what to do. And I'll lose my mind over this. I'm going to make myself crazy. I'm already crazy, so I'm going to sign off. Thanks for sharing a bit of my day.